Hello and welcome to the very first sports media video. You may be wondering why you're looking at cats. That's because I don't want to show my face, and as we all know, cats are really cute. In this video we will be showing you the highlights of the Austrian Grand Prix from FP1 all the way to the race. Our main focus will be the large amount of spinning and going wide, the blocking from several drivers, Vettel's problem, and Max Verstappen's superb drive to win the race. And we will begin with going wide and losing control, starting off with Antonio Giovinazzi on turn 4 and Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas damages slightly his front wing. Lance Stroll does damage his front wing quite a lot. Nico Rosberg, there's a little bit of damage on his front wing. Then he comes back and destroys it completely. Quite an expensive circuit, destroying a lot of front wings. Lewis Hamilton doesn't destroy his front wing, but picks up a lot of dirt on his tyres, mud and grass. Lance Stroll, again, destroys his front wing, like you do. Just throwing out a couple of £1 million out the window for the team, unlucky. But yeah, he's got plenty of money. Then Carlos Sainz going out in turn 8, going very wide. Probably destroying his tyres completely. Then has to take the escape road. Kimi Raikkonen goes a little bit wide on turn 1, and then Sergio Perez thinks it's competition and just beats him by a mile. Well done. Lance Stroll is sending Lewis Hamilton, picking a bit of dust. I think may clip his front wing. I'm not too sure. Kevin Magnussen, this was like quite a decisive one because he's 10th and he really wanted to get out of this. Each is a risk, so trying to carry too much speed, goes quite wide down into turn 4 and just compromises his lap, and unfortunately compromises Lando Norris's lap. That's a bit unlucky for him. As you can see right here, look, the speed carrying through, he locks up, and then you just can't do anything from there. And as he lost all his speed. Then Valtteri Bottas, he wants to put in a fast lap, and he's going really quick and just goes off the track completely and smashes. Which then brings out a red flag, unlucky for him. And Max Verstappen does exactly the same thing, but this time he destroys his wing. And Sebastian Vettel, he manages to save it. Probably maybe experience, I don't know, but yeah, choice was better than Verstappen. I'm joking. He was just lucky. He managed to control the car and slowly stop it before it hit anything, so no damage for him. Again, Pierre Gasly, he just carries too much speed. Doesn't really lock up, doesn't do much, just slowly gets back up. And next up we have blocking in qualifying in FP3. So this is George Russell in pit entry, seeing a very slow Red Bull, confused because of this and kind of scary. Then there's a Haas going very wide with a Mercedes. Max Verstappen dodging and weaving through these cars, probably helping him in the race. And then we have Kimi Raikkonen, the Mercedes kind of distracted him, and as we can see in 3 seconds, he is going to do a not PG move, kind of an angry, he is silent but very feisty person. Then we have Kvyat, and this is one of the worst blocking that I've ever seen. Look at those 4 cars just right there, he has to go all the way around them. That was a brave move. Like, he was carrying a lot of speed and it could have ended terribly. It really pissed him off. And now we will be moving on overtaking, probably the most exciting part. This is Leclerc in qualifying. Doesn't really need to do this, but wants to get track position. Kind of squeezes Antonio Giovinazzi out of the way. Not really fair, but you know, you do you. Then Vettel, he's got DRS down into turn 3. Kind of also squeezes Lando Norris really wide. Didn't really need to do that. But you're 4-time world champion, probably know more than me, so I'll let you do whatever you want to do. Vettel, fine by me. Then Lando Norris thinks about coming back, but just Vettel too much speed superiority. He is kind of in front, but he's got the inside line, so Vettel smoothly and nicely passes Lando Norris. Goes a little bit wide, but that's fine because he's got the lead. Then this is like Verstappen's amazing surge to victory. Goes down on the inside of turn 3, late on the brakes, and then just like really hugs the apex and manages just to get in front. And then he gets DRS, so then it's Raikkonen again down on the inside turn 3, late on the brakes, nearly identical move. And the Cheers absolutely love this with their orange t-shirts. Then Gasly, he's having his own little thing with Kimi Raikkonen, doesn't do the inside move, decides to do the old switcheroonie, and then has DRS and just finishes it off. This is Verstappen on Vettel. This is an amazing move. Like, he was right behind. He had the inside line, but he shouldn't really have got this. And then he's got DRS and just goes out on the outside, but he's already there before even the turn is finished. So that's all good. Cheers, absolutely adore. And now this is on Verstappen on Leclerc for the race lead. Once again, he's quite far away, but he's got DRS, he's going to catch up, and also slipstream. Then he goes down on the inside of turn 3, it's probably his famous move. He squeezes Leclerc a little bit out wide, but Leclerc, he is like, this could be his first race win, so he's very determined, and he manages to come back, defends pretty nicely, hugs the inside line. And then Verstappen, he's on the inside, he's out of position by the turn, so he can't do much here, and he's just going to wait for the next lap, for the next turn 3 to make his move, which is exactly what he's going to do now. With DRS a lot closer, he's going down on the inside. Then Leclerc tries to defend, and this time Verstappen hits him a little bit. I believe that the judges did a right decision for that, because it was a superb drive from Verstappen, and if he'd have lost the race just because of that little touch, it would have been a bit disappointing. But and also it wasn't a great big touch. It was a little touch, probably a racing incident, which they probably called it. Look, it's not too much. Like, if you see here, this is the best angle that I could find. And honestly, he's just got the inside line, so he kind of decides. And I think Leclerc was trying to be a bit too aggressive and really wanted to try and win it, so that's his fault. And then this is amazing from Vettel, because it means it shortens the gap, not by too much to Lewis Hamilton, but Lewis Hamilton was at least part of DRS and really not having his best race so far, so unlucky for him. And our final theme will be Vettel's problem. He had 2 problems in his Austrian Grand Prix. The first was an air pressure. As you can see, it's a steward here. They thought that they changed a part during the Austrian Grand Prix, but that was not true. They were trying to fix the air pressure in the car, but they didn't manage. So then Vettel had to retire, sadly for him, meaning that he had to start in 10th. Then he takes out his anger on the poor mechanic's arm, kind of yanks it and pulls it. And now we're on the second problem. The beginning of this was absolutely amazing. The Ferrari pit crew timed this perfectly. Vettel comes in and Valtteri Bottas to wait a little bit to make it safe release, just 1 second, giving Leclerc a little bit more time. But the second part, the actual pit stop, was horrific. They forgot the tyres. How do you do a pit stop without tyres? Look, the mechanics are stranded there with no tyres. They finally get it on, and it was terrible. Vettel compromised his race terribly, and I hope you enjoy this video, and if there's anything you think I could do better or improve, please put it in the comment down below. If you really enjoy this video, please like, and if you want to see more of these awesome videos, please subscribe. See ya!